Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick, and I wanted to cut this really quick clip, and the whole reason why you're going to want to pay attention to it is because I want to talk about how to start a business from scratch. And I know the title of this video is the example I'm going to be using and kind of referring back to and sharing with you also some tips and concepts on, just building a business from scratch in general. But we're going to talk about kind of an insurance business, starting an insurance business from scratch. And the reason why you're actually going to want to pay attention is because my experience with this goes back over the last 3 years. Started a lot of different types of businesses. Some of them worked, some of them didn't work. Got around a lot of people who had started their own insurance companies and agencies, whether that's home health care or auto insurance, all different types. And having seen a lot of people make a lot of money, having seen a lot of people do it and make no money, I can definitely tell you from that process what to avoid, what to look out for. And up front here, the first thing I'll tell you is an insurance business, starting from scratch, no credibility, no one knows who you are, from zero. There's quite a bit of things you need to know, quite a bit of things you need to be aware of, and it's exactly like starting any other traditional business. It's the exact same flow and process, mechanics that you have to know, alright? And that is mapping out your business plan, mapping out what it is you're going to be overtaking, so your overhead, alright, so equipment, employees, and then asking yourself, okay, how much is the equipment that you're going to need? What's your expenses on a monthly basis for electricity, water, for the facility that you're going to need? How much is the facility, your office space that you're going to need? Are you renting it out? Are you leasing it out? What's your agreement? How much is that going to cost you? All right, these are all questions you need to ask yourself. And I figured while you're asking yourself all these questions, all right, which is really how to actually start from scratch, you got to map out all your overhead. Then once you have all your overhead figured out, then you look at the profit that you're going to need to make. How many customers are you going to need to turn a profit? But not just turn a profit to cover your expenses every single month on your business, but not just cover your expenses, cover it enough to where you're paying off your overhead, and while you're paying off your overhead and covering it, you're also paying yourself an income. So while you're asking yourself those questions and really breaking that down, I figured I would share with you and throw at you a lead while you're asking yourself this, alright? Especially if you're looking at this because you want to be in business for yourself, you want to be an entrepreneur, that's really what you're looking for. The lead I want to throw your way here while you're asking those questions is to seriously consider looking at starting an online business. And I won't preach to you that the internet is the only way to go, but if you hear me out here for just a minute, my experience with this goes back over the last year when I came across a person who was building a business on the internet and they didn't have to go through the stress that typical average people go through when they start a traditional business or an insurance business, when they're planning out, are they going to need a loan? Are they going to have to finance to lease out a building? Are they going to need employees, equipment? How many are they going to need? And without going through any of that stress, they're just building from their laptop without any of that overhead. And because that person was doing this and traveling around the world, operating and building their business in different countries, like literally wherever there's an internet connection, it just shows you the power and leverage you can create with an online business model. That's what they're doing, and because they're doing that, I reached out to them. They weren't creating their own products and services. They weren't prospecting people, alright? They weren't doing any type of cold market prospecting or recruiting, and because they weren't doing that, I started to model and copy what they're doing, and in a period of a couple of weeks was able to, not average, not typical, not promising you the same results, but I was able to create a full-time income business from scratch working part-time. And if you get anything out of that, it's if you really are looking at this to be your own boss, if you want to be your own boss, if you want to take control of your income, but not do it in a way where your business works for you, where you can actually work your business, where your business creates true time freedom, true leverage, true flexibility, alright, where you don't have to invest tens of thousands of dollars to get it started. An internet business model, if that's really what you're looking for out of a business, is the best business model and most profitable and lucrative business model you could ever start and tap into, alright? And because there's so much noise when it comes to starting an internet business, I'd advise you, alright, to connect with someone. Connect with someone who's building a business online, who's willing to connect with you and show you and walk you through the ropes. I did this 13 months ago and came across a person, like I said, who's making a high multiple 6, multiple 7-figure income on the internet, building a business, started to model and copy what they're doing, haven't looked back since. So if it worked for me, it can definitely work for you. No excuses, alright? You've made it to 5 minutes in this video. The fact that you made it this far, it just shows me that you're serious, and it just proves to you that you can do this. You may say, well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, it has everything to do with everything. Most people don't finish and complete a full video, so you're not average, you're not typical, alright? So my friend, I appreciate you for coming by and checking out this video. I really look forward to seeing your success story on the next one, and make sure if you do want to learn how to do this, if you've got that drive, if you're willing to learn some things, don't be afraid to connect with me. Check out my site, it's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link in the description below. If you want to learn exactly step by step what was shown to me, exactly the skills to building a business online, from a multiple, like I said, high multiple six-figure income earner who's traveling the world. If you want to learn exactly what they shared with me and also be introduced to this person who's now a good friend and mentor of mine, make sure you check it out. Like I said, I'll put the link down below to my site, and I'll connect with you further from there one-on-one. But that said, I'll see you and look forward to seeing you on the beach of the world. Take care.